I'd like to add my acknowledgements to those extended earlier toward the Kaurna people, traditional custodians of the land on which you're meeting today, and pay my respects to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders who are with us. I'd also like to start by thanking the organisers, Agora High Tech, Cyber Ops and Flinders University for this kind invitation. I'm really sorry that I can't be there with you today in person. However, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to share with you my priorities as National Cyber Security Coordinator in hardening Australia's cyber security and to discuss the intersection of space and cyber. We know space is only growing in importance, not just in the course of our day-to-day lives, but also for the critical infrastructure and security and, of course, countries around the world. The opportunities of space are driving new capabilities and efficiencies across many domains. I know everyone here today at the summit is all too aware of how much we rely on space, whether it's using GPS navigation or looking at a weather forecast, or when our plane is mid-flight, or even when we make an ATM transaction. And this makes it a tempting target for malicious actors. That is, those individuals, organised crime groups and state actors who would seek to do us harm. It is therefore vital that we protect our space ecosystem from a wide range of vulnerabilities, whether on the ground, in space itself, and everywhere in between. Now, while I don't explicitly work in space per se, I want to share with you how my team in the National Office of Cybersecurity and I are working to deliver this broader mission. It's to help make Australia a world-leading cyber nation by 2030. You know, when I simplify my role into its key functions, it really is to prevent, prepare for, and respond to cybersecurity incidents. That means helping all of us to do our part to be more secure in our homes, our schools, and our workplaces, strengthening our public-private partnerships with industry to capitalise on our respective strengths and help minimise the impact of cyber threats on small and medium businesses, and coordinating the government's response to major cyber security incidents to support affected entities and impacted individuals. And we really need to have that coordinated national response to major cyber incidences, regardless of the sector or the location of the asset, which is where I come in. As the National Cyber Security Coordinator, part of my job is to help harness, motivate, and direct the tremendous amount of energy, intelligence, professionalism, passion, and goodwill that exists across this sector. Cybersecurity on Earth is a complex challenge for us to tackle, let alone beyond the stratosphere. That's why cybersecurity needs to be everyone's business. Everyone has a role to play. So I'm working closely with industry and Australian businesses to help facilitate the continued collaboration between government and industry that we need to uplift our cybersecurity. Our actions and targets are guided by the 2023-2030 Australian Cybersecurity Strategy, which provides a roadmap for building and hardening our cyber defences. Under the strategy, one of our goals is a future where every individual and business has the skills and resources they need to be cyber secure. That includes small businesses and vulnerable groups having dedicated support from government and industry. It's a cyber ecosystem where those that have the capability, expertise and experience to better protect Australians across the economy play a role in doing so. In my first 4 months in this role, one of the great trends that I've observed has been the willingness and enthusiasm of Australian industry to engage on solutions that will help bolster our cyber defences in the face of an ever-evolving threat environment. And that's the way it should be. Across the economy, our interests are all very much shared and aligned. You know, unfortunately, I don't have the time today to detail the role and function of each of the strategy's 6 shields, but I do want to particularly draw out Shield 4, that is, protected critical infrastructure. Under Shield 4, our goal is that our critical infrastructure and essential government systems can withstand and bounce back from cyber attacks. Of course, under Australia's Security of Critical Infrastructure Act, or the SOCI, this includes the space technology sector. One of my roles under Shield 4 is to lead the delivery of exercises, including under the National Cyber Exercise Program, through which we're seeking to practice cyber crisis arrangements across all sectors. Exercises help us ensure that cyber and crisis arrangements are integrated, practiced, and understood between government and industry, So really the first time that we're working through these issues isn't in the middle of a major cybersecurity incident. So far this year, we've run exercises with the superannuation and the higher education and research sectors, as well as participated in a wide range of industry and state and territory-led exercises. And there are more exercises planned in the coming months. I'm also leading the development of playbooks for incident response. These playbooks are high-level guides on how my office, the National Office of Cybersecurity, will coordinate consequence management activities for an incident within each critical infrastructure sector. Like exercises, these resources will help to ensure businesses better prepare for and understand the mechanisms available to them during a cyber incident. More broadly, under the strategy, we're also developing a wide range of supports for the small business sector. We expect these to launch by the end of the year. This will range from a ransomware playbook to help you prepare for, respond to, and recover from ransom or cyber extortion attacks. And also online interactive cyber health checks that can help you understand what actions that you can take and what support you can access to harden your business's cyber defences and build a strong workplace cybersecurity culture. And we continue to work with the Australian Government's Trusted Information Sharing Network, which includes a dedicated space sector working group to enable critical infrastructure owners and operators to share information on threats and vulnerabilities and to collaborate on appropriate measures to mitigate risk and boost resilience. Under the strategy, we've set a plan for Australia to be a world leader in cybersecurity by 2030, for Australians to have confidence that our essential services and critical infrastructure are resilient and able to bounce back in the face of an ever-evolving cyber threat environment, and to posture our nation to best capture the emerging opportunities that cyber capabilities present for our economy and our society. So I warmly welcome opportunities like today's Australia's Space Cyber Forum that bring together a wealth of global experience across the sector and the field of cybersecurity. Because cyber is everyone's business, and the more we can share our respective challenges and learn from each other's best practice, the more prepared and resilient we will be as a nation. I'd like to wish you all well in today's forum, and I will certainly be very keen to hear the outcomes of what I'm sure will be highly insightful discussions. Thank you.